Well, I have some really bad news to start off. A recent leaked AMD product roadmap that extends all the way through 2015 shows that AMD seems to be poised to drop its XF line of CPUs. Some industry publications are saying that the roadmap, if legitimate, may show signs that AMD has intended an exit from big core CPUs to focus on its much more lucrative APU market. While this is pretty bad news for fans and users of AMD CPUs, it's also a pretty big hit for Intel users. If this does play out as many are speculating, it would mean that Intel, without direct competition for those PC enthusiast dollars, could significantly raise its prices. If it's true, that means that the FX 9590 was AMD's swan song for the FX line. It's an odd and kind of a sad turn of events given the recent growth that PC gaming has been seeing. There is an off chance that AMD could simply be focusing on its APU line through 2014 and unveiling a new big core chip for 2015 built on the Excavator core, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Solid state drive manufacturer OCZ has announced that they intend to file for bankruptcy and sell off its remaining assets to Toshiba. OCZ used to manufacture system memory, and it was actually pretty good system memory. I used to use quite a bit of it, but they dropped out of that market in 2011 to focus primarily on SSDs. This really wasn't an unforeseen turn of events, as OCZ laid off a significant portion of its staff only a few months ago, about 30% of them, as well as dropping nearly 150 products from its line. Early backers and supporters of Dead State may get their little hands on a demo version of the game as early as January. According to Brian Mitsoda, one of Dead State's developers, the demo will follow the first week of the game's story and give backers and those who pre-order the game a taste of the final product to come. Mitsoda also made mention that the game will soon be showing up on Steam and will be available for pre-order. This is actually a game I've been looking forward to, and if you haven't checked it out yet, head on over to deadstate.doublebearproductions.com and check it out. And I'll include a link in the video description for the typing challenged. Gabe Newell took time from swimming naked in his pool filled with cash to let us know that Steam has broken a record for online concurrent Steam users. The record was set this last Sunday during the holiday weekend with nearly 7.2 million users online at the same time. And finally, a nice little holiday story to make you feel all warm and fuzzy. RuneScape players donated through an in-game device known as the Well of Goodwill a total of 544 billion of in-game wealth. Jagex, RuneScape's developer, then matched the converted amount of cash, which totaled nearly $91,000, which will then be split and given to 7 worthwhile charities. And that's the news for the first week of December 2013.